does a great job. M84734, the Aqua Joe 50-foot expanding garden hose with an on-off valve. And you say, well, wait a second, expanding hose? Yeah. For $37.60 for a 50-foot hose, that is quite a value. So 5,900 have been ordered since we started putting this on QVC. And we also have 4 easy payments of $9.40. So how does this work? Well, it is a traditional garden hose, but it starts out looking like this. And you're looking at it and saying, well, that doesn't look like 50 feet. This is 50 feet in an expandable hose. It starts out at 16 feet like you see here. Now watch, I have it hooked up to the spigot here. I'm gonna turn the spigot on. As I turn it on, watch the hose grow. So it goes from 16 feet, and once it fills up with water, all the way out to 50 feet. So it makes it really easy, really convenient to take the hose out and put the hose back. The other cool thing is all the ends of the hose, both ends, have brass fittings on. And this one has an auto water shutoff on this end. So if I want to change out the nozzle or the spigot or hook it up to the pressure washer, I don't have to run all the way back over to the spigot if it's all the way at the house or 50 feet away, or if you have 2 of them together, 100. You just turn it off here and then you go about your needs. So I'm just going to turn it on and show you. So this guy has great water pressure. So I mean, you can see how far I can shoot that 30, almost 40 feet out into the yard. So it is a real hose. It's a hose within a hose. So there's actual liner inside the outer shell here. Now watch, when I go and I'll turn this guy off, and then I'm going to turn off the spigot here. So I'll turn this off. So now we won't get any water to this part of the hose. Now watch, I'm going to turn it back on. Watch how the hose starts to shrink. And that's what I talk about when it expands, but it also contracts. So when it comes time to put it away, I'm not struggling with 50 feet of hose. It's doing itself. It's putting itself away. It's wrapping itself around here. And all I have to do is let the water out of it. It couldn't get any easier than that. Because you know what? That's the biggest frustration when it comes to putting away the hose. Oh, I got to struggle with 50 feet of hose. Really? That's why most people leave it out. That's why it gets damaged. You don't want to leave it lay out in the sun. You may end up running it over with a lawnmower. This is so much easier. And let me ask you, does your hose have a warranty? This has a 2-year warranty from Aqua Joe. So we stand behind everything we have here at QVC. We make sure we give you the warranty. And this is really a phenomenal hose and how it works. Earlier today, I was on with David Venable and we were selling pressure washers. What did I have hooked up to it? I had this hose. Why? It makes my life easier. It's easier to take out, easier to put away. I love that brass shutoff valve. So, I mean, it's one of those things where it seems like something really simple, and it is, but look at this. This is how convenient it is. There's that brass shutoff valve right there. So that when it's against sideways like this, that means it's off. When you turn it in line, it's on. And notice it's heavy duty brass. How do I know? Well, I like to test everything on my own too. I ran it over with my own SUV to make sure that it was going to stand up to the test. And you know what? That's the hose I use, and it works just fine. To show you again what it's like when you turn it on, so I'm just going to turn on the spigot here. Watch this. Turn this on. Now watch the hose grow. So what it does, it goes from the 16 feet when you're not using it out to the 50 feet that you need. So think about it. All right. Maybe you don't have a place to put it on a hose caddy. Maybe you have a decorative pot or flower pot like this that you'd like to store it in and keep it out of the way. This is perfect for that. Maybe you're someone that's got into RVing in the last few years. All right. We had an RV. I know how much stuff we brought with us, and trying to carry 250-foot hoses wasn't always easy to store. This would have been so much easier and so much more convenient. And to have that brass shutoff valve makes all the difference in the world. It really makes things so much easier because you know what? I can just turn the valve on, start using the hose, go about watering whatever I need to do. And again, watch, turn this off, and I'll just take the nozzle off so you can see. So that's how easy it is. So if I wanted to switch up that nozzle, and now I wanted to put on a watering wand or something else, I could do this. But you can also use this. So I can open this up. So if I want to water some things, depending on how much you open it up is how much flow you get. And you can see it really does have a lot of flow when it comes to the water. but it makes it really easy to use. So we have a question, which is really cool. The question is, can you connect two of these together to make 100 feet? You can connect two, three, four, as many as you want, because both ends are standard size garden hose ends. So the end that hooks to your spigot, it's a universal size. If your house was built in the early 1900s, this is going to work. If it was built yesterday, this is going to work. And you can put them end to end. Just make sure that if you're using them end to end, that you open all your little toggle switches on there so you get the proper flow from one hose into the next one. But anything that uses water that you would use a normal heavy garden hose, the bulky ones, this does and does it better, in my opinion. So again, you can see when I turn it on, I got plenty of water flow. I can water the lawn, whatever I need to do, fill up the dog bowls. It's really simple and real easy. And I just love that feature that it puts itself away. So this one is 84734, the Aqua Joe 50-foot expandable garden hose with the shutoff valve. Take advantage of that easy payment today. So trust me, when we've sold 5,900 of these, you know they're going to work. You'll enjoy the 2-year warranty. So we're going back to see something we saw a little bit earlier, to Ginger Walk.
Yes.
Hey, more coffee for you.
More coffee for me, babe. Nice to see you again, Sean.